My Bible, my Bible, my Bible. Whoa, 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 what a wonderful treasure. God gave without measure. Oh, we'll go walking together. My Bible and I, my Jesus, my Jesus and I, my Jesus, my Jesus and I, my Jesus, my Jesus and I. Whoa, 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 what a wonderful treasure. God gave without measure. Oh, we'll go walking together. My Jesus and I, God's Spirit, God's Spirit and I, God's Spirit, God's Spirit and I, God's Spirit, God's Spirit and I. Whoa, 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 what a wonderful treasure. God gave without measure. Oh, we'll go walking together. God's Spirit.
This morning's story is God's promise to Abraham. Abraham and his wife were very old and hadn't had a child, but Abraham trusted in God. God told him that he would be a father and that he would have too many descendants to count, as many as the stars in the sky, and that the land would belong to them. Then God told him to prepare a sacrifice. That evening, God spoke to him again, telling him that his descendants would be slaves in a country not their own for 400 years. But they would at last be free and would return to their own land, and those who had enslaved them would be punished. When the sun had set and darkness had fallen, a smoking fire pot with a blazing torch appeared and passed between the pieces of the sacrifice as a sign to Abraham from God.
So as we heard in the story, a long time ago, there was this guy named Abraham and his wife Sarah, and they lived in a city. And one day God appeared to Abraham, and he told Abraham to pack up his whole family and move to a strange land. And he promised him that if he did that, Abraham would be blessed. So Abraham and his wife decided to listen to God, to trust in him. I wonder how that would feel to you, to suddenly have to pack up your whole family and move someplace far, far away. But Abraham and Sarah took their animals and all their family members, and they traveled to this faraway land. And when they got there, they made an altar and they thanked God for bringing them safely. And then God appeared to them again. And he promised Abraham that because he was faithful, his descendants, that means his children and his children's children and his children's children's children, as many as you can imagine, would be as many as the stars in the sky and as many as the sand on the beach. Have you ever looked in the sky at night? We can't count that many stars. Have you ever been to the beach or even just played in a sand table or a sandbox? Can you imagine trying to count all those little pieces of sand? And even though Abraham and Sarah were very old, they trusted in God. And sure enough, by and by, they had a child. And that child was the father of the whole Israelite nation. And way down the road of history, baby Jesus was born into that same family.
We're going to do a song about what God asks of us. God gave us everything, so God asks everything. Whether we can get it or not, it's what we owe God. And if we give God our everything, He'll take us to a place where we can be free, a promised land. The name of the song is called Unconditional Love. Unconditional love, the kind of love I deserve, the kind I want to return.